Hi there, welcome to another edition of Pitchside. Yes, you see these two faces in the camera. You know one thing, we are in Kigali, Rwanda. Yes, most definitely Uganda's neighbors. It's a crime for me, or for Pitchside, to be in Kigali and not catch up with our Ugandan boys who are turning up for APR Football Club in Denis Omedi on my left and Hakim Kiwanuka on my right. But before they come in, I want to take this opportunity to appreciate everyone that takes their time to share this content, like, retweet, and give feedback basically on Pitchside. Thank you so much. That's why we are out here chilling, taking some juice with the boys as we do this interview. Guys, it's a pleasure to have you. Hakim, it's been a minute. I think I last talked to you before the season. No, when the season was about to end at Shoronji.
Thank you, Tabu. Thanks to our fans out there. Thank you for the support. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Happy to see you.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you. You're welcome too.
Muntaddemu ebyokunywa wano. But katugenderawo, Denis Omedi.
Yeah, I must say thank you so much, Tabu. It's really a privilege for us. Taking your time to travel right from Uganda up to here to make sure you get the best out of us and make sure we feel at home time and again. It's just a privilege. We are just so happy. I must say thank you so much.
Thank you. You know that your fellow players currently are still on holiday. They're actually still, other pros right now. But how's that short period been for you guys? Like, after the season ended, you went back home, did ABCD, and now you're back to business. Let me begin with you, Hakim. How has the off-season been before you started pre-season?
My off-season has been not bad. Yeah, just that this one is work and we have just gotten a new coach. We had to come earlier on to prepare for the better season. Yeah.
Dennis, for you are everywhere. I saw you on X, you are in Lira, people were clapping, laying red carpets for you. I don't know if this Rwanda people are seeing what's happening in Lira, but your off-season, how has it been?
Yeah, I must say it has been a very, very short one because when the season ended, there was national team engagement. From national team, we came back. From nowhere, we saw the notice from the club that we are supposed to report back. So it was short, but I must say I utilized it very well because what I had planned, what I had targeted, at least I went and did them. So personally, I can say we did not get enough rest. Yeah, but still, like my brother Kim said, this is job. There's no time for resting. They say if you want to rest, you must first die, then you go and rest forever.
I wanted to ask you, it's a very important thing for a player to go back to their roots and give back. You did something, I think, with Alan Okello, and I saw so many fans welcoming you guys. Tell us about that. What is the motive behind that and how you feel doing that for the people of that side?
Yeah, what I can say, I sat down with Alan and we decided to say where we are right now, it has not been because of us, it has been because of God. There are people that are outside there that really needs support from all angles. And we talked and he said he can get in touch with our fellow brothers who are footballers from Kampala. We organized a charity game so that we go and see people who are our brothers and sisters who are in the orphanage. We went ahead and organized it. Part of the money, we went and visited our brothers who are in prison. The next target was going to see those ones who are in the hospital, majorly in maternity ward and an emergency units. But then for the hospital, our program of coming back had to cut it short, but it is already in pipeline, and we want to assure everyone that the next time we get back home, it's what we're going to do. It is not just the beginning. We want it to be always. Even if those players who are going to come after us, they should always carry the same energy to make sure they go back home. You play with the people who are at home so that they feel like, yeah, these are our boys. They're always at home together with us. We go back at home to encourage them. They see us, they feel, yeah, these are our boys. So what else? We can also be like them. We always motivate them so much by words, actions, and each and every other support that we feel we can give them and help them. So I must say that was majorly what took us back, and I can say we did like 90% of it. Yeah, though we still had others left, but because of engagements, we had to come back and begin preparations. Yeah.
And I think maybe we should also take this opportunity to urge people out there, from not only northern Uganda, but Uganda across the country. These are causes that you should support. Denis Omedi, we all know what he's done for Ugandan football. Even Hakim Kiwanuka, from wherever he comes from, it's very, very important that people come out there and support your causes, financially, morally, because at the end of the day, you're changing the next generation.
Yeah, true.
And you're preparing them to be better than the people that they're looking at. Let me start with Hakim about last season. Well, I don't think we had really enough time to talk about it in Shorongi. Hakim, we are seated here and you're Rwanda Premier League champion. How would you sum up your season as Hakim Kiwanuka at APR?
It was a tricky season, by the way, because just the way we had just come to the team, the players were new, the coaches had their objectives, so it was really tricky for us. But God helped us win the treble, so we are so grateful. Yeah, though it wasn't easy.
Yeah, from your perspective as a Hakim and in the position that you play in, would you say that you're satisfied with the effort that you put in? And maybe what are those things you point out and say, yeah, maybe this season this has to improve, or maybe I feel this is better? Just a brief breakdown of
Yeah. Last season, I scored less goals and made less assists, but I can show our fans out there this season is going to be a better one, as in scoring more goals than the one I did last season and making more assists. Yeah.
Dennis, your season, I know I actually came and watched the derby between Ryan Sport and APR, and you guys were putting a show, but at the end of it all, you're champions. That feeling, Dennis, how do you feel about that, and how would you sum up your season?
Last season, personally, you see, a season has two legs: first round and second round. The fact that first round I was in another team, second round I was in another team, I must say I did not enjoy last season so much. Yeah, I didn't enjoy last season so much. But summing up second round where I spent here in APR, we came in half of the season. Like Hakim said, coaches had their own objectives. The club and the management had their own expectations. I can rate mine as around 50 there. I was not so happy because what I had targeted, I did not get it, but I almost got it. Being it was second round and getting back into who I am. The target for this season, they always say if you have your targets and you share it out, you cannot achieve it. I have my personal targets and sometimes it scares me. But of course, I must say those are the targets that will make me to come back to who they know me to be. Because I believe each and everyone knows what we are capable of doing. At any time, we can destroy any team at any time we want to do it. So it all comes to preparation, and I want to thank the management of APR so much for letting us come back as early as this. We get used to the new coach, we get used to the system, and we prepare so early for both the Champions League, the League Cup, and then the Championship. We need to prepare so early and make sure we are ready for each and every single game that is coming. Yeah.
I wanted to ask this question before I leave, the issue of APR and this season and all. How do you guys feel attached to APR Football Club? How do you feel? Because I've been in Kigali and I was invited for the 32-year celebration of APR Football Club, looking back at where they've come from and the trophies that they've won, and I can see, or I could see the passion of the fans and how they love this club. Now that you've been here for a minute, how do you feel attached to APR? Let me start with you, Hakim.
Thank you, Tabu. I'm just speechless when it comes to APR fans, because the love they show to the players, it's unbelievable. Because whenever, even though you're not on your form, down, not doing anything at the pitch, they still give you support and they still give you love, which motivates you to work more and more. So I'm so attached to them and I like them so much. Thank you, our fans. APR ndani.
Yeah, I had them sing that one yesterday. But Dennis, the
Yes.
fans, I mean, how do you feel attached to them as Denis Omedi? What's that one thing is you pick out and you're like, this really makes me feel special, and this club and where they've come from?
Beginning from where you said where they have come from, APR has a second 32 years in existence since its establishment. I have to say they have taken 23 league titles, which is not something that any other club can do it easily. So yesterday was the day that they had gone for the liberation, but it's the same field that APR was established from. That was the same pitch they used
In
to play
Mulindi.
from there. Yes, in Mulindi, Gishumbi. So when we reached there, I saw how the fans were acting, how each and everyone, right from the legends, you can see the determination that they had, and just know these people were so determined. Each and every single moment that I am within the atmosphere of APR, I learn things every day. It was yesterday that I got to know about the passion that each and everyone of APR has for this team, and that alone takes me back to how the fans welcomed us, how they treated us in the half season. The love, sometimes even if things are so worse, so bad, but you still find the fans behind you. That gave us a lot of energy, and this time around we don't want to disappoint them in any single moment, any single minute that we are given to represent them. We want to utilize each and everything that they have trusted us with, right from the management, because I still know they expect a lot from us, and their expectations are the things that is going to motivate us now, because it's at the back of our minds and we know.
All right, so yeah, that was a good breakdown from you, Dennis. You know about the love for the fans and what you picked out so far from APR fans and all. I wanted to ask about the competitiveness of the league in Uganda and Rwanda. I'm going to start with Hakim. Hakim, you've played in the Uganda Premier League, you know, at different, you know, against different clubs, and you've also now done it here. From your comparison, what is your take on the two leagues? How would you differentiate them?
Thank you, Tabu. Yeah, the Ugandan league is a bit pacey, and they play an aggressive game than the players, yeah, than these ones. So I think the other one in Uganda is it has a upper hand than the one of Rwanda, though they also have good players, good facilities. Yeah.
Dennis, for your case, I know the pace has been very important. Okay, not important, but it's one of the things that people picked out. You know, when you broke through at Chitara and when you're playing for the national team. How would you compare both leagues from your perspective and in your style of play?
Me, I'm versatile. I can say I'm versatile. I'm used to each and every single style of play which is on. But I have to say, for you to play well, it needs you to understand the system of the coach, because every team can change their style of play anytime. They can decide to use the passing game, or they can decide to use passing game, but still they can also use the passing game with a lot of speed. But if comparing between the Ugandan league and Rwandan league, yeah, they all play football, but then I can say Ugandan league is a bit harder. It's a bit harder compared to Rwandan league, because it is very rare, like very rare, for you to see a lot of speed, a lot of energy, a lot of high intensity in Rwandan league compared to Ugandan league. Here they can give you time, you do what you want, but you see Ugandan league, even when you're receiving the ball, they receive together with you. They get you on the ball time and again.
So you don't have time to think
No.
and maybe come up with something.
No, that is why in Ugandan league, as long as you're faster, you can have an upper hand of playing in Ugandan league. But if you're very low and slow in decision making and you cannot utilize space, it is hard for you to shine in Ugandan league. Yeah.
Okay, so the new season is here. The targets remain. I'm sure the team needs to reach the group stages of the CAF Champions League. You have a new coach now. What are you looking at now going forward, Hakim? What do you see ahead of you from now on and going forward?
Our objectives as me, Omedi, and the new players, it's to help the team qualify for the Champions League group stages, and it will be possible, inshallah, because we believe, and God told us to believe in order to get. And I think this time around we shall make it to the group stages, inshallah.
Which is a very good thing to be positive. Dennis, what's your take now going forward? What do you look at as well?
APR has made good recruitments, very, very good recruitments. And I believe their recruitments are aiming at qualification into the group stages of the Champions League. And you see, even if they make a lot of recruitments from where, if the team is not well prepared, it will be hard. So their objective of bringing us back early to prepare, I think it is a plus for us and a plus for them. It makes us be so motivated and very positive towards the noble cause, which is the Champions League qualification to group stages. And with the far that we have gone, the steps that we have made, the few things that we have done, I see positive things, and I know when we keep the faith, we fight so hard, I know we shall achieve it.
Okay, as you've heard from Dennis and Hakim, the target is one, try and help APR reach the group stages of the CAF Champions League. That is why they are early in Kigali, because preparations with APR are already underway. As you guys are preparing for Akina CAF Champions League training pre-season, your colleagues are in Kampala preparing for CHAN, a tournament that is going to be co-hosted with Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. First of all, as Ugandan footballers, how do you feel that Uganda is co-hosting a major tournament like CHAN?
Personally, I feel so excited, and I'm happy for our players back home, fellow players, because it's an opportunity, because the world will be watching us. It's really impressive. Yeah.
Dennis, I know you've been on your phone and you can see the Hoima Stadium, the updates of, Peche Stadium and everything that is coming up. What does that show for Ugandan football overall?
I think we are moving ahead. Yeah, we are moving ahead, and in a very positive direction. Me, I was telling someone one time that if the current FIFA president can be there for life.
For life?
For life. Because, Tabo, I believe you have seen the great changes which has come into Ugandan football. Yeah. These days, you can never see any pitch in Uganda which is bare if it is going to be hosting a league. Look at Kadiba, which has come in. Look at new small stadiums which are coming in. This is a very big development for us. Me, I want to again say that what FOFA has done with the talent identification is, to me, it is still the best thing. The best thing, because I tried seeing it with someone one time. I said, now for me, I did not play an academic game. I was not identified when I was still young. I just came out from my own somewhere.
Push yourself, and
yes,
where you are now.
Yes. But what FOFA has come with, I don't think they will miss the talents that is supposed to help the country as early as possible. With the new stadiums that are being constructed there in Hoima, recently, before coming back, I had to go to Akibwa Stadium. It's just near my place.
Hey, you crossed and went and
yes,
and
I saw. I was really smiling. I said yes. I think we are heading somewhere positive now. And I want to say, with that happening, Uganda is going to be somewhere very far, very, very far in terms of sports, and with all the systems which are being brought on board, I am seeing ourselves 5, 6, 7 years to come. We might be a very big source of headache to the countries in Africa here. Yeah.
Which is going to be a good thing.
Yeah, a very good one for us.
The opinion that I wanted, thank you very much for that one. Really, I appreciate that you're being patriotic and you're positive about your country. But let's get to matters on the pitch. You know that, the Cranes are in a group that has Guinea, Niger, Algeria, and South Africa. You, of course, can't be part of CHAN. But what direction should these players have, your fellow players? How can they be able to, break the ice of getting out of the group stages?
They thank you, Tabu. They just have to believe in themselves.
Try and point a scenario, because someone was telling me it's very important for the team to win the first game because it will help them go forward. But from your angle, technically, what do you think is important for the Cranes?
To have a winning mentality, yeah, and to work hard. Just to know that our lovely fans back home, they will be behind supporting them, encouraging them. So I think they will do it. The tournament is very good for us.
How do you think it should be approached?
They should just have a winning mentality, put God first, because they are good players and I believe in them and I believe they are going to make it.
Hakim is very positive that the team can do it. From your perspective, how do you think Uganda should approach these group games and CHAN tournament altogether?
Talking about the CHAN team, we have the best players, because these are the same players that we are almost using even in the qualification for AFCON. So I know they are no longer new players, they are no longer new in the system, and I think the national team, that is my thinking, the national team should use these CHAN games very, very well, because local players always give a lot. They give in a lot into the national team games. So I think they will also based on the performances from CHAN to get players, because we don't have time now. They might based on the performances from CHAN to get players who will also be representing the country in the AFCON. So to all national team players who are playing in CHAN, we embrace this opportunity. It's a golden one for us. And being in the camp, you just keep the discipline, just be focused, you pray hard, you work extra hard. I believe in you, not only me, the fans of Uganda all believe in you, and the country should trust these players. That is one. Very, very important. The fans should trust each and every single player who is in camp. I thank God, because the players, people are complaining that this one has not been called, this one has not been called. They are all there in the camp.
You have been following.
Yes, yes. So now I know every single face in Uganda is smiling, because they know my personal representative is there. So I pray that come the days for the national team games, let us be very, very full at the national stadium, because only one single voice can give a player outside there in the field enough energy to execute all that he has for the badge, for the color, and for the nation. I want to say, if you are a Ugandan and you are within the country and you can access Namboole National Stadium when the national team is playing, let us be full there. We will be full there to capacity, so that we give these boys all the strength and all the energy. And to the boys, I want them to concentrate mostly on the first game. This is so important, because it gives signals to all and each and everyone who is outside that they're going to play next. Let them concentrate on the first game, because it's the first game that determines how far you will go. Yeah.
Well put there, really well put. And I think anything you want to add on that?
Thank you, Tabu. Just as my brother said, taking an opportunity to thank our beloved FIFA president for working on our football in Uganda. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay, so CHAN aside, you guys know that after CHAN we have AFCON 2025. First of all, I want to congratulate you for helping Uganda qualify for AFCON 2025. You guys both played a role. First time at AFCON since 2019, and overall the qualification campaign got so many people talking. 6 games, 1 defeat, more games, more wins away from home, and also the character in which the team put in a performance. Hakim, when you sit here today on pitch side, and in your mind that in December there's a possibility that you'll be on that team playing for the national team at a tournament like AFCON, how do you feel about it?
Thank you, Tabu. Automatically a player feels good. Should I ask you a question, Tabu?
Ask me.
Okay. How do you feel when you're interviewing Mo Salah?
I feel beyond the world, excited and happy.
Automatically. So the tournament itself, it's a motivation for us players. How would Hakim play against Mo Salah on the same pitch? It's really incredible. Yeah.
You've summed it up in a very good word. Wadonkonye na ekali katugendera. Denis Omedi.
Yes.
You had a very good campaign as you know. I remember there are moments in this campaign that got people talking. The win away in Juba against South Sudan, the 2-2 draw against South Africa in Orlando. How would you describe that qualification campaign as Denis Omedi?
I must say the campaign was a very successful one for us as the national team. Reason being, I can say we qualified on the first game.
The 2-2 draw
with South Africa,
which you almost won but had a late.
Everyone I was seeing, even before the game, I was seeing posts everywhere. Uganda is going to swallow like 5 or 6 in South Africa. But inside me, I don't know. Inside me, I was very sure, I was very strong. You get? Because you see, when you believe, like you believe the strength that you possess, the person who is behind you, the person who created you, you go for each and every single battle knowing that nothing will defeat you. Me, when we went to South Africa, I remember me, Jude and Mohamed Shaban, we went late. We were still having a Confederation Cup game in Libya. The team had already gone to South Africa. They had already trained there, but for us, we went late. But when we reached South Africa, me, I said, no, we shall not go back here with a loss. Because what Coach Paul told us, it really psyched us. It gave us a very positive mindset. We came to realize that each and everyone who is there in the camp was capable of doing something positive for the nation. And making a 2-2 draw with the South Africa away, I believe countries like Congo, countries like South Sudan, and South Africa itself, they came to realize that this is not a joking team this time around. Yeah, that's why I'm saying we qualified on the first game, because the rest of the teams coming, they knew the team we were going to play. So it made it so easy for us getting into each and every other single game which was there. Talking about my contribution, you see, sometimes I believe as if nothing has happened inside me. Because time and again, when you feel you have done something or you don't need to lift yourself, that is the best time to humble yourself. Because even the Bible says, if you humble yourself, the Lord will lift you up. Me, even if something precious or something special happens to me, sometimes I realize after a week or plus that, hey, so it was like this. Others can be telling me that, but why are you looking like this? As if nothing has happened. Sometimes the way you're brought up and sometimes what you go through makes you know that there's nothing to brag about, there's nothing to show up for. So that is me, and I want to thank God so much for the fire He has brought me.
So basically you acknowledge that you had a contribution, but it was a team effort, and you're just happy that the team performed well. It's not about you.
It's not about me, because we had center of command right from the national team coach, the captain Khalid Awucho, and Isma. I must say, if I talk about Isma's name, I become emotional. If I had the whole power in this world to heal someone, I would just say, Isma, may you gain back your form, may you get healed very fast. You must know, we are, and personally me, Denis Omedi, I'm really behind him. I pray that may God heal him. If God can heal him faster, so that he comes and enjoys the AFCON also with us, the passion, the energy, the guidance he has always been giving unto us. I feel him being out of it. To me, on human ground, I feel it was not fair. But sometimes, you see, it's God that directs our ways, and I just pray that may God heal him very fast. But credit and big thanks to the Federation of Uganda Football Association, because without them we will not even do anything. We will not even be able to play in the qualifiers. So they did a lot for us. They all deserve the credit. National team coach, the FIFA president, our national team captain Khalid Awucho, the assistants, and all the players, not forgetting the fans. We all qualified, not only us, we all qualified. So thank you so much. And let's continue with the same energy, because it's going to take us very, very far.
Okay, so as we conclude, December, what should fans, the ones you've thanked here, expect?
on a personal basis. Like what has happened to Isma has given us signals of uncertainties. But that is what we pray for every single day. We pray for God's protection, God's love, and mercy. All in all, with the expectation from the fans, that is the only, because I don't know whether I might play in the next AFCON or not. So every single minute, every single second, I will be getting to put on the national team jersey with every single breath that I have, and I put on the badge, the color, the minute to step inside. I don't want to say it's a promise, but I want to give it all, like all, to make sure that you who might not make it to go and support us physically, and you might be remaining behind, and those ones who will be supporting us physically, I must say I really want to give all, so that you leave that stadium or you leave watching that game when you can say yes, he has given it for his country, he has given it the best, he has made us happy, he has made us smile. And if all that I'm going to do will make us take it, then be it. But I strongly believe we are going to move far, and very, very far in this AFCON.
In that tournament?
Yes.
Hakim, even you need to, send shout-outs. By the way, the people that are around Naguru just before you go to Legends, I've found a number of people. I take my Kagari there for washing, and one of the guys who is a big fan of Pitchside told me, "Hey, msajja Hakim, msajja aliyeyo, mutubulize," and olabandoza njogera mazima. So to the people around Naguru in that area, nejo ovudeyo, now what would you tell them ahead of AFCON, like Omedi said?
Just like Omedi said, we're already motivated, because the other one is going to be a bigger stage. The people whom we do things, who are our mentors, are going to be part of the tournament. So it's going to be massive. We are going to put in all. We are going to fight for our nation. Let our supporters be with us. We need their support, their trust. We are going to make it. Inshallah, we shall make it.
Yeah.
All right. It's been a very, very revealing interview from Uganda's own Denis Omedi. How is the car, by the way? I've not asked you about the car.
The car is very, very okay.
The car is okay.
Very comfortable.
Yes.
I'm telling you, being a sports car, you feel like you're moving like a cheetah.
Speed, but of course carefully.
Yeah, very carefully. Because just of recently saw what happened to Diego Jota. May he so rest in peace.
Yes.
You see, sometimes a sports car, can really be so tempting. You might be inside it and not realize that you're moving very fast, because inside can be very comfortable, but when people seeing you outside might see that you're just flying. But all in all, it's God that protects us, but sometimes we also have to protect ourselves. Me, I have a limit that I use personally when I'm the one driving it. I have a limit that I use. There's one that I will never exceed, because I know at this point I can control it. Even if I see in front of me very clear, I cannot exceed it, because I know the people that are behind me, the people who depends on me, people who supports me, people who believe in me, are still there and still expect more from me, unless it is God's timing. But I want to try with my best to protect myself.
But you enjoy the car?
So much.
That one you have to say.
So much.
When you come to Kampala,
MTN, everything yellow. I really love it. MTN has really done it. I'm telling you, MTN and FUFA and all the fans who voted and supported physically, in prayers, everything. Thank you so much.
You move in peace.
I'm telling you, you have made my life so comfortable.
The borders have
that was sorry.
The borders.
They are not yet.
you wait.
Not yet.
Just give them a few more weeks before you know it in Kampala.
Yeah, true.
You have a dent here and there. But guys, thank you so much, Hakim.
Thank you, Tabu.
I appreciate these guys, man. Whenever I'm here in Kigali, they're like, "Hey, bro, pass by. Let's have a chat." And I think for me, the moment someone is welcoming and really open, I appreciate that. They take the time to talk to people out there and they tell them what's happening. So you've heard from Hakim Kiwanuka, you've heard from Denis Omedi, and I can only tell them to say their last goodbyes as we, move out and go and do other things.
Thank you, our supporters out there. Just continue subscribing, retweeting, and following Tabu Pitchside. Thank you very much for the support.
Kalanga kaisizawo. Yeah, man, Mr. MVP.
Yes. Yeah.
Final parting shots. First begin with Omera. There are fans who
Yes. Yeah, fans dusha mobile langi amera unye chani ichama kena nyero unye amaro wata hataha kitoro kena mehiti kere kaira nyang lebla onyo lemuno peti kitoro ya me yaka me pay subscribing onyo ichoye I pitch side ichama ken kitoro kena choye kere bede kunu peno gino kena mitivilo ukane ubangohu amaru dahre mere maru pinaha. Yeah, all the fans of Uganda, all the fans of APR, all the fans of football lovers in the world. Yeah, this is the best time to say thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity. All I can say is you should not and never miss to subscribe on Pitch Side with Tabo. Any channel where Pitch Side exists, please make sure you're there, because you will not miss each and everything that is so sweet in this world in the line of sports. Thank you so much. May God protect you and bless you all. I love you so much.
if you
Another one for God and our country.
okay.
Exactly.
But if you want drama and for this show not to end, tell Hakim and Omedi to say one word in Kinyarwanda.
Murakoze cyane, murakoze.
Don't laugh. I'm waiting for you.
It is the same thing. Murakoze cyane.
Guys, keep it pitch side, man. Cheers.
Exactly.